guys, welcome back to my channel, Nicole M. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell before we go any further. You'd be helping me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll be able to help you out with some tips and tricks with makeup, fashion, how to tackle life as a twin mom, and how to tackle life as a mom with a toddler and twins. So it'll be a little win-win for both of us, and you just don't want to miss anything that I have to post because they're always fun and kind of something different, right? So anyways, go ahead and hit that. Like I said, I'm Nicole M. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little fall inspired everyday makeup look. This is a look that I would wear going out anywhere, from a dinner with friends to a date night, whatever it is that I happen to have on the go. This is something that I would turn to time and time again, and I thought it was one that you guys might like because it's really pretty simple. You don't need a ton of makeup to make it happen, and it comes together looking pretty put together, but you don't look overdone. Like, it's just kind of pretty. Get a little bit of highlight, a little bit of blush, very simple eye makeup look. So let's get into it. And I'll show you guys how I do this one. Let's just get into it. I've already primed my face with some moisturizer. You guys know I love this one, the Professional by Benefit. This is one of my favorite primers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this kind of on anywhere that I have like larger pores, so kind of knows this area, my face. You can put it anywhere, but I generally just put it those places. You don't need a lot of it. It goes a long way. So I have to apologize that I haven't been posting videos for like the last month. It's been crazy. Just with everything that was going on in our lives. We had so much on the go, and it was just, I didn't have time. I didn't have time, guys. I'll just be totally straight with you. I didn't have time to do it. I'll show you guys what I'm using in a sec. So this is just my foundation. Which is actually a tinted sunscreen. I'm still using tinted sunscreen. I haven't switched over to like a winter foundation yet. I need to, but I haven't. I just really love the coverage of this one and just the way it feels on my face. So until I have to, I won't switch over. Plus, the sun is still out even in the winter months, right? So you gotta protect the skin that you're in. So I just kind of dab it all over and then I'll blend it in. But Clarins UV 50 sunscreen multi-protection tint, and it's the color medium that I use. Love it, love it, love the coverage, love the way it goes on. I literally just dot it all over my face, kind of rub it in, and then blend it in with a big flat brush. This was just a set that I picked up from, I think, Shoppers. It's just the Quo, however you say that, line. It's just kind of like an all over face brush line that I picked up. And considering it's just a tinted sunscreen, it actually offers really good coverage. I'm pretty lucky in that my skin is normally pretty clear. My issue is more dryness as opposed to blemishes. So I always am looking for something moisturizing, and I like this because it doesn't make my skin feel dry. It kind of makes it feel dewy and like moisturized, which is awesome. And then I've been using a mixture of two concealers because I'm kind of in between. Like, I want the highlight of the lighter one, but the darker one just matches me better. So I'm using the Infallible Full Wear by L'Oreal, and absolutely love this concealer. It's so good. It's a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. So if you are used to using that one, but you just don't want to pay that really expensive price for concealer and you need a couple different colors, or they don't have one that matches you exactly, I would highly recommend checking this one out. I use the color Cashew as the one that matches me best, and then I highlight with Cashmere, which is literally like they're one shade different. They're pretty close, but. And the nice thing about this concealer is it's self-setting too, so you don't have to like go back in and like add anything else on top of it to help it set. It'll just set all on its own. So I've just used the darker one here, and then the highlighted one I've kind of thrown on top everywhere. And I just go in and blend this with a little concealer brush. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, I kind of like talk a little bit more about how I blend out concealer and whatnot. This is more just like tutorial to show you this look more so than anything. And you could do it pretty quickly. Like, I can probably throw this thing together in like 15 minutes. And then because the sunscreen kind of gives it a bit of a dewy look, I do like to use just a powder on any of like the high spots where I tend to get oily. I use this one. It's like so old. I've had it forever, but I like can't get enough of it. It's the Stay Matte by Rimmel London. It's like super cheap, but it works great. So can't complain about it. What are you doing in here, miss?
I'm gonna play.
Okay. All right. So I just put a little bit in the lid, and then just like any kind of where that I highlight, I find is where I tend to get shiny. So I'll just put a little there just to like mattify it a bit. And it also kind of helps to set concealer and foundation and everything a little nicer, so it stays pretty all day long. And this combination of like the sunscreen and the L'Oreal Infallible, I feel like it just looks really, like it looks good. I don't know, I like it. Next thing I'm gonna do is take my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is the one that I wanted like no shimmer whatsoever. So this is the matte one. It has Lyric and Shadow Play are the two shades in it. Just a highlight and a contour. You guys can see I like love this palette to death. Can't get enough of it. And with the contour shade, I like to just do like my lip and then nose, and then obviously here. Again, I've done this in detail. Time to blend it. Oh my god, it looks like really aggressive on camera. It's not that aggressive, really, guys. Sometimes it's hard to know like how things are gonna come up on the camera, if they're gonna come up like how they actually look or like different, but it looks way more contoured on camera than it actually does in person. I have to say that. Which I guess is good, because then it's a better demonstration for you guys, right? So I just like blended the crap out of this because I don't like when it doesn't look blended. Does it bother you guys if I wear AirPods while I'm doing my videos? I know like some YouTubers have said that like they get a lot of flack for wearing AirPods during their videos, and some don't. So if it bothers you guys, let me know and I won't do it. Maybe I still will. I'm still working on my nose contour, by the way, guys. Like I feel like I'm always playing with it, and I'm always making adjustments to it and changing it to see like what I like best, because I just can't, I don't know. I feel like there's always room to learn and grow and change and like alter things to be better. Again, this is gonna look so dark on camera, but it's really not. It's really not that dark. Oh my goodness. I have to give myself a jawline. Any of you who've been watching for a while know that I don't really have a super strong jawline, so that's something that I have to contour, because otherwise I feel like you don't notice it so much in person. Like I don't notice the contour in person, but in photos, I really notice it if I don't do that. Totally notice it in photos. It makes a big difference. Blush, I'm using the same one I always use, which is Risque by Tarte. It's just kind of like a really like classic blush color. It's not super pink. It's kind of like a nude pink. And I place my blush high up on my cheekbone because it draws the eye there, and I want my cheekbones to look higher as opposed to placing it here and drawing the attention there. So if you guys are wondering why I put it up so high, that's why I put it up here, because I just like that placement for my face shape better. Like I'll kind of draw a little bit down here, but the majority of my blush I keep up in this zone here. So for eyeshadow, I literally am just going to use one color. It's my favorite color, and it's in this old school OG palette, Naked 2 by Urban Decay. It is the color Tease. So it's this brown color here. It's just like a super cool toned, light tan, like super cool toned brown, guys. That's what it is. Everything else in this palette is shimmery. So for me, on an everyday basis, I don't want like a shimmer shadow. I just want something matte. So that's my go-to one. And I literally just pick it up. You can use any like fluffy eyeshadow brush. I just like, you can use the one that comes with the kit, or you can use a different one. I'm just using that right now. And I just kind of like sweep it all over. I start in the crease, usually at the outside edge, and kind of work it through the crease area. And then I'll blend it up. And I like to kind of take it pretty high up, not as heavily, but I like to take it pretty high up above the crease. And I like this shadow because it just pushes this area back in space and gives my eye a little bit more shape. Because if you see over here, like I don't really have a lot of shape on the outer corner of my eye. So I just feel like just a little bit of a cool toned neutral taupey brown color does so much. But it doesn't look overdone. Like it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup when I do this look. Because it's such a neutral color. It's funny because I feel like it's a different take on a smoky eye. A lot of people think a smoky eye has to be like blacks or like dark colors, and it doesn't. Like you can do a smoky eye with any color. I love this color so much. It's beautiful. Okay, so now that I have the top of both eyes done, I'm going to go ahead and just use the exact same color. It's Tease again from the Urban Decay 2 palette. And I'm just going to take a little like flatter rounded end and do my lower lash line to blend it all together. So I pull my shadow down a little bit lower because I do have some creasing underneath my eyes here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I find if I pull the shadow and blend it down into that, it takes it away. It pushes that area back in space and makes it less noticeable. So that's why I do that. But if you don't have those wrinkles, you can keep it tighter if you'd like. Okay guys, so this is the eye look here. Now I just need some mascara, lashes, and we're pretty much done. I'm just putting a second coat of glue onto my lashes. I generally will set them up and put one coat and let it dry, and then I'll put a second coat of glue onto the lash strip because it just makes them stick and stay on all day. So much better if you put 2 coats. It's kind of a little hack. I know a lot of people try to use glue sparingly. I'm not a sparing glue person. Like, just give me all the glue. Give me all the glue so that it doesn't come off, it stays on, I don't have to play with it. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that second layer to dry, I'm just going to throw on a coat of mascara. I just use Voluminous Million Lashes by, God, I don't even know if this is Maybelline or if it's L'Oreal. I don't know. It's the gold tube, guys. If you go and look for it, you'll find it. I can also link everything down below, but it's just a good like kind of base coat, and then I throw on my lashes on top of it and I'm good to go. So mascara is on. I'm gonna just wait another minute for these lashes to dry. I know when you watch a lot of lash videos, it's gonna tell you to wait 30 seconds for the glue to dry and then apply it. It's not 30 seconds. Like, I've timed it and it's anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes for the glue to dry enough that it becomes tacky and sticky enough that it'll make it easier for you. So just wait. Just wait. 30 seconds is nowhere near enough time. You're just gonna get frustrated. I've had so many of my friends are like, Nicole, you said this was easy and it's not easy. Like, I'm like, how long are you waiting? They're like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I'm like, no, like you have to wait much longer than that. So wait, just do other things. Like, I literally set them up. I stick to my 2 concealer tubes. I stick them on top of like the ends of the lashes so it sits them up. And then I just apply a line of glue and I just like leave it and walk away. Just walk away. Don't touch it. I'm going to throw a little bit of highlight on. These are the Nude Sticks Nudies Glow Bubbly BB. Come on. Anyways, that's Bubbly BB by Nude Sticks. It's not going to focus for me because it's being difficult today. And I just apply it here. You can kind of just dab it on, or you can like warm it on your finger and put it on that way too. It's probably easier. Like, how pretty is that? So pretty, right? It's just like a little, just enough, you know? Just enough highlight. I love this nude stick. It's so good. And then you can literally just, you can use a brush or you can just go like this and like, and it does have a cute little brush at the other end, but I've never, like, I don't use it. I just use my finger. I like warming the product up with my fingers better. Guys, my hair, I just washed it. It's still not dry. I'm trying to start air drying it without not using any heat on it right now because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I colored it again. So it's blonde again. And it just needs a little bit of love. So no heat. So that's why it looks like this. I apologize. It's just like hot mess. It's a hot mess, just like me. It's okay. My lashes are ready now, so I'm going to apply those. At least they're pretty ready. Whoopsies. So you can tell they're ready when the glue kind of, still a little bit blue, but when it goes clear, that's when you know that it's ready. But anyways, I will link the lashes that I use down below, and yeah, I'll link them for you. So in terms of actually putting them on, I'm going to try and show you this. I just set them on top of my eyelid, like in place, and then I stick down the outer corner and then stick down the inner corner. And I've showed you guys this before, but I'll show it again because I get lots of questions about how I think this is easy when other people don't. That's it. Okay, so once my lashes are on, I just have lips to do. That's it, just lips. And those are really really easy. So for lips, I use just 2 products. Right now, I'm obsessed with this one. This is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. That's a mouthful. And I use it in the color Nude Suede Shoes. So it's just like this nudie brown color. It's kind of like cool toned. So I just overline my lips and then fill them in, and then I'll show you which gloss that I put on top. So it's super neutral, just like very basic. It almost looks like the same color as my natural lip, but I really like that. I feel like it's not overdone, especially since I did a little bit more of a smoky eye. I just want something very simple on my lip. And then I use the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. This is just from Shoppers. You can get it anywhere. And it's just in this really pretty, kind of soft pink color to add a little gloss to this. And this is my go-to lip look. It's been my go-to lip look probably all summer long. It's just super simple and really cute. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is kind of the face that I would wear if I was just going out with friends or going out to a dinner and I didn't want to be super glammed up. I'm actually going out tonight with a bunch of girls to a winery to watch some live music and have some drinks and whatnot. So I'll be sporting this look there, and yeah, hopefully this was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, again, let me know. If you guys feel like helping me to beat the YouTube algorithm, or at least keep up with it, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Your comments help me to know what kind of content to produce, and they also, like I said, help me to get a little bit further ahead with that YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for taking the time to drop one below. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so that you'll be notified every time that I post new content. You wouldn't want to miss out. Come on, guys. And that also, again, helps my YouTube algorithm. So if you like my channel, I would really appreciate you subscribing to it. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. This is all I've got. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.